Hello, good day, whatever time of day it is for you. So today we're going to talk about how I've been consistently getting at least 100 new people on my email subscriber list from TikTok. But recently I had one video get me over 250 subscribers in 6 hours. It was a 5-second video. And with the systems I have in place, this is going to end up bringing in anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 from that 5-second video. So this is all about how to convert on TikTok. Now, I just tallied up how many people I got because the video was a couple days old now. And it only went to 300 or 286. And the reason for this is because I'm going to test this a few more times, but I've noticed this with all of my videos that have been converting is people asked in the comments where to find it. And this is where I made the mistake because TikTok does not like you to direct people to link in bio. In fact, rumors, but also from my own experience, if you write link, or even in this case, I put an emoji with link, and then said, you know where it is, or I've even done link in by BYE dash OH, and it doesn't seem to matter. What seems to happen is if I answer those comments on where to find it, and in any way, shape, or form mention link in bio, that video almost immediately stops trending. So to put it in perspective, it was already in 8,000 views in the first 6 hours, which was those initial 250-ish. I think it was like 253 email subscribers in those 6 hours. Okay. And then now several days later, it never made it out of the 8,000s after I commented back. So just be aware of that. From here, I'm going to test it again next time this happens. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm not going to comment back at all and see if that video does in fact keep trending. And I will update y'all on how that works. Okay. So before we dive into all the rest of that, I want to give you this quick reminder of how best to can make TikTok convert for you based on your human design. And if you're new to me, new here, totally seeing this video and you're like, what is human design? First off, hi, I'm Casey. I'm an astrologer, human design, gene key consultant. I do all things mystical to help you create your most aligned business. Okay. So this isn't like the business strategy that's going to work for you now. I work with people to basically take your soul blueprint, take what you are actually here for, and help you to turn that into a business where you can be thriving. So for example, I have people come to me all the time who are coaches, who are really much more suited to be influencers, or the other way around. So and if that's not for you, by all means, in the video, hit unsubscribe. This is what I do. So let me share the screen. You'd think I'd be better at this by now. It's like literally, where's the share? Oh, it's green. It's sticking out completely. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So in your human design chart, which you can pull this up, I would actually use Jenna Zoe's My Human Design, getyourchart.com. I would actually use this one just because I don't think my genetics matrix shows on your free one. So definitely use this one. Just type My Human Design, get your chart. It will show up on Google or whatever search platform you use. Okay. So what we are looking at is we have this cool little body graph on the left side. We are going to look at this bottom arrow. Okay. And if that arrow happens to point right, like it's doing in this one, and pointing right, then the way that you want to use TikTok is way more, you want to show people your environment. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't hop on and do face to camera, like absolutely do that, especially if it feels aligned. But when you are consciously creating, when you are like dropping the most bomb content that you have, you want to focus a little bit more on the camera, your view as the camera person. Okay. Means you're meant to show the people your world. So think back, especially if you're already on TikTok, there's lots of people that show their morning routine, show their coffee, show people up when they're hiking, right? It's showing a view. And then you can also even use, there's lots of places to get free downloadable content of inspiration. Like and put your words or your voiceover on top of that. Okay. And this is because like, basically I like to think of you guys as like, you guys are setting the vibe. Like you are consciously curating and creating a vibe for people. Okay. That doesn't mean ignore your content. Like definitely let what you're going to say speak. Okay. If this goes to the left, you're made for TikTok. Like TikTok was made for you. You're meant to be observed. So this is definitely, especially if you have this, whether you're wanting to use it for TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, show your face on your sales pages, show your face. People want to be in your energy. And the way that they do that is through seeing you. Okay. And so if you're opposite of that, people want to see your energy through what you're creating. And even if it's not what you create, you can definitely, like, if you want to do some beautiful stock mountain footage and talk about something along those lines that brings that vibe, like do that. But if this arrow points left, definitely go face to camera, put yourself out there, show yourself. Okay. So back to TikTok strategy. Okay, I'm gonna look at my notes, and I sit in front of a window and it's really bright, and I didn't think of that before I started. Okay, so the very first thing you're gonna need as well is the reason why this converts so well for me is because I have a consistent offer that I'm selling. Okay, I know who I'm drawing in, and I know that the freebie that I have is what they need. Okay, so in general, I know there's so much, and I went through this in my business as well, where it's like, oh, maybe this is the thing and that'll work. Whoa, maybe this is the thing and that'll work, right? You need to have a narrow down, like this is what you're drawing people in for. And a lot of times, if you're sitting there going like, I have those, but I don't even like to promote them, it's probably not the right thing, or it's not at the right price point. Plain and simple, okay? So make sure you're clear on your offer and clear on your freebies. So right now I have 3 freebies that I promote on TikTok. And that's what happened in this instance is I have a freebie for 2022 best days to launch your business. And it's the best days for business in 2022. Okay. And I used a trending video, which one of my favorite people, I will actually put in the comments. Nowadays I'll just kind of scroll through, and I'm a splenic, not sacral. My last client was sacral. I was splenic authority, and I just had I'm going to do this. And those always seem to perform better for me personally. So, and those trending videos have a tendency to just kind of rack up really quickly. And they're not the ones that I grow from as much as, that I've had convert. And at this rate, like I've almost gotten more people on my email list from TikTok than I have followers on Instagram. Okay. I'm not trying to, my goal with TikTok is not to grow. I mean, it's awesome that I can, and I'm looking forward to that. And that's really cool. And it's nice to just like not do almost anything and then have like 150 followers after being on Instagram for years. But my goal with TikTok is that it's outreach. It's bringing new people into my world, and my goal is to get them on the email list. So while I do put out other content about astrology and about business and human design and different pieces, at least once a week, I promote a freebie. Super easy. And then there's no other strategy. There's no other mystical, magical experience. It's literally just going, and again, not mentioning anything other than, where to, just let them know that it's there. And even in this one, it was not, I don't go like, oh, I've got a freebie, right? This one was one that, let me pause again and see if I can show it on here. Okay, we're back. Here's the video. Okay, so me to all the business owners launching at bad times after I made a free download of all the astrologically best days for business in 2022.
How could you do this to me? Question mark.
Okay, that literally.
How could you do this to me?
Oh.
Question mark.
There we go. Okay. Okay, that literally, I just saw that. I scrolled for like 2 seconds, watched the video, it aligned, right? So there is a little bit of creative thinking, and definitely following if you don't want to be scrolling all day, because I'm not a big a fan of scrolling all day. The way that I like reconcile it in my brain, because TikTok can be like, for our brains is not the best app, is people are scrolling TikTok anyways. Providing some amount of value and integrity on an app is much better than just not being present there in the first place. Okay, because people are going to be on it. And for me, I just make sure that I don't consume a lot of TikTok, because it makes me feel super icky if I do, because it's just happening so fast. Okay, so after I have the people sign up for a freebie, another one I have is my Nail My Niche workshop. And then my other one is, I have another one. It's not coming to mind. Anyways, and once they do, they enter into a nurture sequence that sells them my mid-range offer. So this is in this context of the 2022 launch, is they get an option to click through. So not everyone gets to do that. But if they're also interested in my Nail My Niche workshop and they haven't already been on there, and I have that set up in the workflow, they get an option to get onto that, and they get sold that offer. Otherwise, they get put into a different nurture sequence where they're just introduced to me and my work, and I have them there, and I have them there. Ooh, that feels weird, but they're on my list, and they get to have the experience of my Monday morning newsletters, and we're in each other's worlds. So I love TikTok for outreach and for getting people on, like, again, growth on a list. So what are your questions about TikTok? Are you going to try this strategy, promoting your freebies without like totally promoting them? You have to be so underhanded, not underhanded. People don't like being sold to on TikTok. They don't even want to, like, if you are overtly selling your freebies, they don't want it. So it has to just, it's that sweet spot of like being able to talk about it without being able to talk about it, like without purposely directing them to it, because TikTok doesn't like that. And it seems like people on TikTok, when they're on there, don't like that. They just want to scroll. And unless something really grabs their attention, they're not going to go for it. So follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram if you're not already. And send me your questions about TikTok and how it converts. Okay. Oh, that burns. Have a great day.